Kryptovaluta är ju superhett och även här på MVC så ser vi en hel del liknande projekt och jag har hittat ingen mindre än Richard Ells som är CEO på Electroneum, en av många företag som satsar på kryptovaluta, och vi tänkte ta en pratstund med Richard här och se vad han har att säga om sitt projekt och marknaden i sin helhet. Richard, thanks for taking your time, and please can you just give me a quick introduction of yourself and Electroneum?
Sure. Okay. My background is in IT, so I've had IT companies for many years, 20 years plus. And so I was natural, well, maybe it's not natural, but I was naturally, as far as I was concerned, interested in cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency is awesome, right? So I was dabbling around and I thought, you know what this needs is to go mobile. Cryptocurrency is all about huge mining rigs and it's quite inaccessible by the average person. If we could get this onto a mobile phone, this would make it happen. So that's really how the idea of Electroneum started.
Talking about mobile mining, we have a lot of PC enthusiasts, they build their own mining rigs, they know that they need a lot of power to be able to mine cryptocurrency, and when you hear mobile, that's not power enough. Can you tell me a bit more how it actually works when you talk about mining on the phone?
Yeah, of course. So when we first set out, or when I had the first sort of idea that I wanted to take this mobile, the first thing we did is we sat down and we wrote an app for an Android device that actually did mine a blockchain. And it did what you'd expect it to do, melted really. It was too hot, used up the battery really fast, used up a ton of bandwidth, and our blockchain was only small, but it was still downloading the full blockchain. It was a bit of a disaster. So I almost canned the project. And then I thought, well, what is it that people mine for? Why do they mine? Most of them are not mining because they want to be part of a full node and they want to have a copy of the blockchain. Most of them are mining because they want to earn some cryptocurrency. So it's like, well, hold on, why don't we just pre-mine out some coins? So we've still got coins in our blockchain because our blockchain is decentralized and those coins get emitted to miners just as normal people's coins, you know, like Bitcoin or Ethereum, proof of work. But what we did is we took another bunch of coins and we took them out in the first block, and those coins sit in a stack of wallets, and we just issue them down to the mining experience. So the phone is actually only doing a little API call once an hour, just say, hi, I'm here. Hi, I'm here. And when it does that, we say, thanks very much for being part of the project. We're going to award you some coins for being part of the project. So it's a mining experience. We don't hide that from anyone. It is designed to grow our brand and to make people go, oh, I'd quite like to try some cryptocurrency. They press a button on their phone and they get some cryptocurrency. So we're effectively airdropping cryptocurrency to people in a mining experience.
Okay, when people get something, they're gaining cryptocurrency by using the app. What are they competing with themselves? What are they putting to the table, the user?
Yeah, well, the user's initially just bringing themselves. So there aren't many cryptocurrencies with many users. Even the biggest cryptocurrencies, you know, we all know what they are. Bitcoin's maybe got 10 million, maybe 12 million users. And when I say users, you know, they've bought some and they hold it. So most of the cryptocurrency space is small. It's nearly it's all dominated by speculators who just want to trade it and hold it. Nobody's really taken cryptocurrency out to become something that people use to spend every day, you know, something that really is a medium for work. So I've done a little bit of work or put some effort into something and now I want a medium of exchange, which is how money started. So what we're doing is we're getting users on board by giving them a little bit of cryptocurrency. Then they're going to want to spend that cryptocurrency. So we're doing deals with other people, at the moment telco operators, and they're going to say, oh, if I take Electroneum from these people, then my ARPU, my average revenue per user, can go up. And I'm more likely to keep that user because I've made it easy for them to do a transaction. Because we are in the developing world, an awful lot of these telcos are in Indonesia, India, Africa, South America. So we've got a lot of developing world people who are excited to get some extra revenue, and that gives us tens of millions of users. So suddenly we have the genuine ability. Right now we've got access to 190 million people after the show, 190 million people that we can market down to and get our app down to. So we can grow bigger than Bitcoin by user number.
Okay, so it's also about connecting the people with other partners and brands that you work with. Yeah.
And then entrepreneurialism does the rest. If I was to go somewhere in a community that doesn't matter where particularly, if I was to make anything, so a bunch of our Electroneum metal coins, if I give those away, I notice that we give them away and they appear on eBay with some value. Someone ascribes value to them. So if you give something to somebody that's got a value and it's a market value you can see, they're going to want to spend it, and then entrepreneurialism should spring up around that. So we've done a deal with somebody that's got 1.2 million outlets in South America where you can top up your phone. A little mum and pop store, just a little shop. And if you walk into there to top up your phone, we've already done a deal where they're going to take ETN to top up the phone. But why not take ETN for that bag of rice? Why not take ETN for the bottle of water? You know, if they accept ETN for something else, they can still spend their ETN with the telco provider, so they know they've got a market, but suddenly entrepreneurialism has taken ETN one step further, and there's nothing to stop it taking 2, 3, 4, 5 steps further.
Okay, cool. I mean, we see a huge boom, of course, in cryptocurrency now. At the same time, the market is volatile as ever. We have like 1,500 different currencies, and as I said, new ICOs coming every week.
Yeah.
Where will this end in, if we look both for the cryptocurrency in general, but also for Electroneum? What's, I wouldn't say the end goal, you never know, but like the coming years, what do you think will happen to the cryptocurrency market?
Well, to bore you with an analogy I gave you a moment ago before we were off camera, but the analogy I use for people, and I only used it here, so it's brand new to film, but the analogy I use is we're a bit like the Wright brothers. So we've built this rather naff kind of looking plane. Everyone's laughing at the moment, you know, and we're running along as fast as we can, trying to get it off the ground, and everyone's going, that'll never fly. But if we do something and we get it off the ground even a little bit, then that'll be enough to start. You know, the chink in the armor has been found, and we've already established that the telcos are interested. If we start getting these user numbers and we start getting people spending, we'll have lifted that thing off the ground, probably for the first time in cryptocurrency. So whether or not, you know, the planes don't look like that now. You didn't fly here on one of those things the Wright brothers built, you know. Technology moves on, and so you know, in a few years from now, the technology will be completely different from what it is now. It's a fast-paced environment. But we've got a brand that we're trying to build, and that brand has users that sign up directly, so we know who the users are. So if we know who the users are, we can get them to move with us. So as we get technology changes, we can move along with them. So I'm hoping we're building a brand that's going to last. But if not, then at least we're doing something that's going to bring crypto to the masses. You know, and I'm quite proud of that at least.
And cryptocurrency, blockchain technology, what's your general opinion? As we said, it's a really volatile market. The blockchain technology, everybody wants to use blockchain more or less, but at the same time the cryptocurrency market is what it is. But what do you see in the near future when it comes to the bigger coin as well, like Bitcoin, Ethereum and stuff? What's your prognosis?
Well, I mean, obviously I'm a cryptocurrency advocate, so I am a big believer in the whole cryptocurrency project. Yeah, we raise money in the ICO, in Ethereum and in Bitcoin, and I'm not cashing that in and putting it into US dollars because I don't have, it's not that I don't have any faith in the US dollar, but I have more faith in Bitcoin and Ethereum, you know? And I've been borne out on that so far because we raised money in Bitcoin when Bitcoin was $4,000. We raised money in Ethereum when Ethereum was $297 to $330. You know, so